get right to the action.
Will kick this deep to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Throw to the running back in the flat. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Sun Devils will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. He's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They finish off the scoring drive.
Well, somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Running back has it on the screen now. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful.
The pass is intercepted. He could go. Now the 40. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. To throw, it's McLeod. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Jukes to get past a man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the Sun Devils trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Now they come up second and goal from the 3. QB decides to keep it here. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Boy, positive yards there on first and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a 3rd down stop.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McLeod. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. It's complete, but the sophomore quarterback paid a price for that one.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. The quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to 30. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw yet again. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, going to throw for the first down. Blocked by the receiver. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Catch made on the out route. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Now rolling out to his left. Looking downfield near the end zone. The pass ball's incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to throw. It's McLeod. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Was complete on the screen. Picks up 4. That's a first down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. A quick throw out left, complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Lets it fly to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd and goal for the offense. Wants to throw it. He finds the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the run here. Lets it go. And the completion made. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Arizona State.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Irish. They cap the drive with 6 points. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. One more play before they head to the locker room. No press here. The defense backing away. And it's a direct snap. Fights off a defender. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Notra's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Grab behind the line. It's Lacy. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, ASU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he throws his third interception of the day.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by its defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Scanning the field, it's McLeod. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
A direct snap. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This quarterback on fire today. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Passes the 40. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You'll take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. They rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking for a man. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On first down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. And is intercepted.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. He'll toss it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Normally for this offense down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Really really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here.
Let's go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
He pulls in the catch. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To throw, it's McLeod. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw again. The ball is caught. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finds room at the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
On the move now. Bought some time, now lets it go. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Pass is caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quarterback still with the football. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here, he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Notre Dame, 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in their last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll throw it now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You'd never count these guys out.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver, and look at this result. Some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Movement here from the tight end. On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Kramer. You make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Toss play to the outside. Nowhere to run up the middle.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Now here comes the bunch formation. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Quick throw over the middle. This time it's complete. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the stick.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Grinding away on the ground. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Checks this down to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play right here. Back to throw. It's McLeod. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, ASU.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still get...
Looking deep down the left side. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one, but it will set up 4th down.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play, and the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Breaks into the open. Muscles past the defender. The offense has it. It's still going. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.